Welcome back, YouTube. So the plan is we've got everything we need picked up. Legacy of Alec for Crystal Tower, Fragments of Truth for Coils of Bahamut, and then Final Temptation with that Kren and Ishtola for Post-ARR. So we're gonna go continue our Crystal Tower stuff so we can get this queued up. So we don't know what the queue times are gonna look like. What's up, Deity? How are you doing, man? And of course, if anybody wants to join for the 24-man raids, you're more than welcome to. There's a blue quest here. Oh, they're in there. No, we don't have to worry about those. Oh, passed it. There we go. You're great. Good to hear you're great. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for La Nasia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamara mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Interesting. Oh, that is a lot of information. Survey the designated location in the mines. Slay the Kobold Sentry to obtain a flawless Earth Crystal. And then the designation located in the Sapsa Spanning Grounds. Slay the Sahagin Sentry to obtain this flawless Water Crystal. Alright, so if we go map, let's go to La Nasia first. You hammered out the last few levels a minute ago. Nice. You'll hop on if I like you to. If you want to, I'll have you. You got some water burger? One day. One day. One of these days. Actually, haven't even had In and Out in so long. Oh, here it is. Hi, Rocket. Did you make your character already? Also, welcome back if anybody had an ad. Oh, I love this song in here. It's so cool. It's a little bit like sneaky-esque too. Sierra. Hi, Sierra. I hope you and your seamen are doing well. Hydrate? I have coffee. Me drink some coffee. Oh man, ooh. Did I make mocha? Cause that is chocolatey, coffee goodness. It's like the perfect mixture of bitter and sweet. Like the coffee grounds are a little bitter. Is this to the south or to the... This is to the north. Apparently it's over this way. Ooh, it is foggy. It says clear skies. You lied. I'm gonna see after this if we have anything for crystal towers. I think we still have to do more dialogue. I might go open that up so that we can have that as well. It's an option. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna deliver them back to Mordona. I think Coils stuff, like, as long as we have somebody to unsync them with, they're gonna be pretty fast, so I won't worry about that. More dialogue in Mordona. And for once, I actually welcome it, and I'm looking very much forward to more dialogue. So. Hi, Nintendo. How are you? How was your freaking weekend? How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? There's your earth and water crystal. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. Their purity is astounding. You've done well, MSQ. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanalan, the latter in Natalin, the roost of the Ixal and the hills of Korthus. Was good you just woke up from a nap? Hell yeah. What's the rest of the night look like? You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. To Thanalan lands we go. I for once have not needed a nap. I slept for I think 12 or 13 hours today. And I almost didn't get out of bed. It was amazing. It was one of those things, like, it's one of those things where you wake up from your sleep and like, I could just be dead to the world for today. It's fine. Troubleshooting computer stuff, but chilling besides that, heck yeah. Slept like 6 hours, bless. What's going on with the PC? I was gonna say, I don't know if I should grab and start leveling up Dragoon, but I think we're gonna save that for when we get closer towards Ishgard. Send me an invite whenever you need me. I'll heal you. Okay. It's having an overheating issue, so I got some compressed air and dusted it out. We're gonna see if that fixes it. Hopefully. Last time I had overheating issues a couple years back, where to the point where I was getting like blue screens. I was like blaming it on the summer. And obviously, you know, the heat in California doesn't help, but it also didn't help that I had not dusted, you know, the inside of my PC since I got it. So that was like 2.5 years of cake. But no, the temps were definitely cooler afterwards. Hopefully that does help you. Dun, 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 dun. I like beating them up with a weapon from a primal. It just hits different. No pun intended. You haven't gotten blue screens, but your PC just randomly crashes sometimes. You can hear the fans running when it does, so I think that's why. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that's an easy fix. Like, it's just that. All I need in this life of mine is me and my choco bro. MSQ, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beastmen? Here is fire and wind. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which we must complete ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished, a process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmith Guild in Old Da seemed like the likeliest place to purchase the quantity you require. When I contacted the Goldmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that would be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. Garleans, we're looking at you. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment of our purchase and send you to speak directly with the Guildmaster's Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. Sanding it down. Goldsmith Guild. Actually frequent this right now on my main because I need to finish the crafting quests. Serendipity. Ah, Master Pledger, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Here's a huge-ass pile of gil. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Koinok. Well, fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rambros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jamim over... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. It's Biggs. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. MSQ, it's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lad. We're meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that his purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? All right. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're gonna take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems it's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. Just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog and you should find him poking about this new bodyguard. Did I mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. This is to join the goldsmith. No, we don't want to do that. No crafters yet. Not on this character. Is that? No, it's not. Well, maybe? No. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? Warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lawlefallen lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms? Yeah, you really had to spell it like that? What the hell? Were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Hmm? Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd be best prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Imagine mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Oh, Wedge. Biggs and Wedge are honestly one of my favorite references to other stuff in Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to go back and play all the games in the franchise. See where they are. All of you, is it? Are we meant to go in the building, perhaps? Oh, we absolutely are. That'd be so stupid. Sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do. And I'm gonna die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk out here. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. MSQ, it's really you. But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research, as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes, and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my Oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Thank the gods! You're a true friend, MSQ. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome, but the bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Earth-cradled aether sand. All this just to get into the crystal tower? I hope it's worth it. MSQ, have you had any luck locating the aether sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect aether sand, and you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting. I must say I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that aether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets. Pray tell return to Mordona. We still have 6 Vesper Bay tickets. I don't know if we'll need those. It's just standing there, menacingly, teasing me. Ah, MSQ, you've returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some aether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? I see. 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. And if all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How is a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. There's a complication. I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first, let us savor the preliminary victory that MSQ has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlene acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. Clutch, what's good, my guy? We get a shout out for Captain Clutch, please. Everybody go follow my good friend, who I've known many years. Let's see, what were you playing? Thank you, D. Thank you, Rocky. You were playing the finals. Dude, tell me about that, because it keeps popping up on all of my feeds. TikTok, Steam, everything. But welcome in, everybody. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parcemontre, the master of the markets in Gridania. Oh, I know him. I saw him on my first day here. If anyone knows where aether sand might be bought, it is he. How was your stream, dude? Was it just the finals you were playing? I could have swore I saw you in a different category too. It's fun. It's like made by devs who left EA and Battlefield 3 and made their own games now. Oh, that's right. I saw you on Fortnite. There you go. Interesting. So is it a battle royale? Parcemontre. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase aether sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of aether sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. And that's how it is? You don't remember me? Let's see how I've grown. Pasamontre? Well, no, I started in Limsa. Just kidding. This is the first time we're meeting. It's fast-paced, like arena-style battle royale. Not so much in the PUBG or Fortnite sense with 100 people, but like 12 to 16 people. Okay. Yeah, it seemed a little bit more, just from like the little bits that I saw, probably more akin to like Valorant, right? Where it's like a small map. Wait, is the finals the one where the environments are like easily destructible? Like you can like break the foundation of a building like its walls and the whole thing comes down? A hulking hog carcass. It is that one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Destructible environment and a bunch of world. It looks pretty cool. I think I actually watched on a previous stream that you did like a month ago or something. I think I was watching you play that. Or that might have been Killer Bee. One of you. Got the classic Battlefield aesthetic. Nice. You are too late, adventurer. Not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aether sand with you. The wind-touched variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. The band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, or I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is from where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. There was a beta a while ago. It launched right after the Game Awards. Oh, okay. He's narrating. Yeah, I narrate everything. How can he see you squinting with the mask? Honestly? Thou'st shouldst not dilly of the dally, good sir. It just reminds me of the voice of the butler from Fable. Fable 3, I think. Who was also in Monty Python, I forget his name. That guy has a great voice. Posture check? Ooh, thank you. I was slouching a little bit. John Cleese, yeah, exactly. It's exactly the one. Hey, so in, I don't remember the exact day, or sorry, the exact month, but Final Fantasy 14 is coming to Xbox. It's already on PlayStation, and it's crossplay with PC, but it'll be on Xbox. Should be before this summer, actually. I think it's going to launch on console before Dawn Trail, the next expansion, comes out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Mr. Clutch. Dave's going to be starting it here pretty soon. I almost skipped a cutscene. Holy shit, my heart. Bravo. That was quite a show adventure. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aethersen slipped my mind. Is this going to be a blast from the past? Like, who is this? I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. The inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dolahans. Oh, the giants with the axes? Got it. Dave on FF. Oh boy. Yeah, he's already got the base game installed and everything. Unlimited free trial of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV Online MMORPG. With expanded free trials and soon to be extra expansion up to level 80. I could go on all day. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into Aethersan. Do keep it safe, adventure. Who the hell are you? Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you imagine. Is this Edibles? I feel like that might be Edibles doing all this, because it's the disembodied voice for me. He's very magnanimous and mysterious, and... For what? I know it's you, my guy. Infinite free trial is a fancy way of saying free. Well, I think they word it that way because a lot of MMOs like to give you a free trial, or at least give you like 2 free weeks to play or something, right? Before it's the MMOs other than 14 are either absolutely free to play from the get-go, and you only pay for like cosmetics, or you have a free trial and it runs out, and then you have to pay to continue playing, and it's usually a monthly subscription and stuff. ESO is probably in a weird mix in between that because it's completely free, except you pay for the expansions, of course. And then the only thing you would need to pay monthly that's not necessary is the plus or the prime or whatever. And that monthly gives you allocated number of crowns, and then it gives you every month you get crowns, you get cosmetics, you get crates, and then you get a bag of holding essentially. You get unlimited crafting space, which is great because your inventory in that game is trash. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? I believe that's all 4. You've brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There. That should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. MSQ is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Alican's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Big Swedge. Come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge over for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with their technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. It has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and, if needs be, steal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Is that... So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? It was you? Oh, I thought it was edibles. I believe an introduction is in order. I am Grahatia, one of the students of Baldesian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Dramatic ass catboy, who you? Just kidding, you're a Banui. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. Who the fuck is Noah? Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Koinok, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our adventure is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. An Archmagus? I like the sound of that. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Ready! Dramatic seems super implied in a cowboy. One step closer. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Alec beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can make but use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Gnome thing. Somebody quote Clutch, please. Gnome thing. I've never heard a Lala be described as a gnome thing, and I kind of dig it. Hey, you there, a little potato sack. Gnome thing. Garden gnome. Mushroom head. This is very much a lopsided gate. He was not playing on that. There's a cat boy and a cat-sized boy. Oh, there's cat boy and cat-sized boy. Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Thank you, Mr. Deedy. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us, that is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Oh, we gotta test it out, do we? What you got? Not very far. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal's fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Google's Lalafell. Do it! One of us clutches us. Watch Clutch play and become a Lalafell. Success! Wait. Is a gnome? Wait, it is a gnome? It is essentially. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. They're little people. Ooh, sick. Demolish. Destroyed. This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. We represent the Lollifog Guild, the Lalafell Guild, the Little Gnome Guild. This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Is it yellow? Is it earth? Oh, how befitting that I'm holding a crag weapon. Oompa Doompa mites. We did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while MSQ and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enters the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. MSQ here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While MSQ and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? MSQ, as it seems, I won't be accompanying you. Allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via Linkshell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you. Yeah, blood. Lots of blood. Oh man, we queue here? I'm excited. I've never been more excited to go into the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Alright, who wants to tag along? Who's coming with? Oh, I see one. I see one brave soul. Boom, 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 boom. This is for Labyrinths of the Ancients. Okay. Wait, are you on ferry? We are on ferry, yes. Just player search MSQ. EMESQU. E is silent. Let me switch back to my main. Yeah, no worries. We are going to go talk to Thanolin. Camp Drybone. Oh my gosh. So I got a skilled. How exactly was it in the first? Were you still in the ship? For context, Rocket is playing Baldur's Gate 3 on a new new story, new campaign, new save file, I guess you could say. How did you die? Oh, on the beach. Wait, what did you fight on the beach? What? I have so many questions. I didn't even know you could die on the beach. And I forgot to add guidance to my roll. Rolled too low, and we all died. Oh my god. It's amazing. I want to do a permadeath run. So if you go down, you're down. You're gone. I'm not picking you up. You're dead. You stay down. Nasay's assistant. I mean, Alice Slay. From henceforth she shall be known. I say, are you not Master Playdrew, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinis, sir, at your service. And may I say what an honor it is to meet you. Hey, was this guy one of the dudes when she left Alpha Node all that time ago? This was one of the guys, huh? How goes the survey, Dex? My lady, it shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there, before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. Was this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up. Keep trying. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinis has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there is something I must tell you. I am sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the Singing Shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? We must hurry to my assistant's aid, MSQ. I heard a thingy thing. It's the Dark Mithril. The Dark Mithril. And for context, Elo, my character in this multi is the second coming of... Oh no, no! You must revive him. I love Zane so much. Okay, I'm gonna queue us for Labyrinth of the Ancients. The first time we're delving into a 24-man raid on our MSQ here. Not sure how long this queue is gonna take, so we're gonna continue doing Allegan stuff. You were laughing so hard. Sierra, you are the queen of chaos. I join you, but I'm gonna watch on my phone outside. Yeah, no worries. That reminds me of that time that you like went to go get a package, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's amazing sitting in the rain." And you're like, "To get a package," and I was like, "Oh well, fuck." Okay, so that's a no. Shut up. We got in that fast. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I'm gonna stop the recording.